pretty much like down my throat just saying, wait, that was mad.
Why would you ever say that?
Hey, man.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to an interesting discussion sometimes. I'm Haran. I'm back with the boys, Christian, Harsha, and Tarun. And this week we got a special guest, one of my good friends. He's a recent Columbia grad, just moved to SF recently as well.
Recently.
All recent. A lot of recent.
All recent.
Yeah, his name's Millen. I'll let him introduce himself.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Millen. Apparently, that's my tagline. I'm a recent guy. That's all I got.
Very up to date.
Yeah, that's all I got. Okay, I'm in SF now, working at a satellite company.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been good.
I've noticed the problem with introing people with all of these great introduction words means that when they first say something, they have nothing to say.
Yeah, it's like Ron just did it for me. I don't know.
No, usually I add adjectives, but that never goes well, so that's why I didn't add any this time.
He also doesn't know anything about you, apparently.
No, that's cap. That's cap.
Is it?
Okay, someone introduce me right now. Go.
We got this big fucker over here. He goes to Stanford. He likes Liverpool. Lanky as hell. Kind of gets angry when he's hungry.
That is true. That is true.
He's a bitch.
Imagine like player introductions like that, like NBA games.
It just rusts the home team.
That's gonna be Ben Simmons' introduction in Philly if he plays his first game.
Oh no! Oh my god, the Philly crowd is absolutely gonna murder him.
Well, he's just not going to play, right? Like, can he do that?
Yeah, but he won't get paid.
Yeah.
Like, can he get fined and stuff too? Like,
Yeah.
can he lose money for this? Oh, okay.
I mean, like, he won't be able to get his contract, pretty much.
I see. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, speaking of big bitches, that's he's a big bitch. It's true. I think Ben Simmons is such a whiny little fucker. It's because he's from Australia, you know.
Hey, but didn't he bag Kendall, though?
Yeah, I don't know if that's like. I think it's harder to make first team all defense than bag like Kendall. So I don't know.
Hey, Kendall be
Yeah, I think
passed
she's
around.
with Devin Booker right now, right?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I think the NBA players she's dated could make like an all-star team.
Yeah, I've seen the list.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like,
Dude, that should do. You know, like a Friday, like on All Star Weekend, they just have some like bullshit, like celebrity game.
Yeah.
They should have a Kendall Jenner team, bro.
yeah, bro, they should have the like Kardashian team against like I don't know, like another like popular female artist team. You know, Kardashians
What would they
like
call Kendall Jenner's team?
the Kardjenners. I don't know, half Kardashian, half Jenner. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
The generators. Anyway,
The
Generous.
That's
Wait, that's
good.
good.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Off the dome.
You redeem yourself, good sir.
you know what they say: great dome comes with great responsibility. Speaking of great dome, Columbia's a really great school. So what did you like about Columbia?
Oh my god. Yeah, what a transition. That's good. Yeah, it was honestly it was a great 4 years or 3.5.
Yeah.
Graduated early.
big recent
Whoa.
or no, early graduated, not recent.
No.
I think you were talking about COVID. I'm pretty
COVID.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not all special like you, Tarun, you know.
Shit, I thought he was one of me.
No. You're
We almost had a connection there. Almost. Yeah, no, it was good. It was awesome. Honestly, being in New York, some pretty crazy stuff.
Was it distracting?
I would say like once you're 21 and you have like no worries about like ID stuff, it's like pretty distracting.
Yeah. That's fair.
So, what did you study at Columbia?
I did mechanical engineering.
Holy shit, I
and-
did that too. That's
and then
crazy.
CS. Wow.
Wow.
And then a CS minor.
Nice. Just like Harsha.
Ron didn't do that.
Interesting.
Harsha can talk about that. He knows a lot
What?
about CS minors.
Whoa.
Well, so does Tarun.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's true. I do own a lot of mine.
Wait, what?
Okay. Busy minds.
So Millen, I actually requested your transcript from Columbia and
Yeah.
I found out that you took a bartending class. Is that true?
This is true. Wow. Yeah. It's funny that says it on my transcript there, but yeah, I did. Honestly, that was probably the best class that I took, like all 4 years.
Probably
Pretty
the most
sick.
useful one, right?
Yeah, honestly, I've actually used it so much.
Damn.
Like I've been like, especially during COVID and stuff, I was just kind of like making a bunch of drinks and shit. Yeah, it was so much fun. And like if you take a class when you're 21, they actually let you drink.
Yeah.
During the class.
In
And
class?
so yeah, you like make the drink
that's
and then
crazy.
you.
Wait, was there anyone under 21 in that class?
Yeah. I don't know.
So did you
why
just like
would
take all their
Wait,
drinks
what?
after?
They-
they just make drinks for the rest of the class.
Sometimes they made stuff with like colored like
Mm.
water and I
Oh,
don't know,
that's just sad.
stuff like that. It just seems suboptimal.
Yeah. Okay, so then what are like the three best things you learned from that class? Like if I was
Oh, like 3 best drinks.
drinks
or
or like tips to make a
Tips.
good drink.
Tips. Oh, tips are okay. Number one tip is like if you're a bartender and you're working at a bar and someone comes in and they ask for a drink that you don't know what it is, you just make whatever you think it is, and then you give it to them.
Oh.
And then 95% of the time, you're clear. Like they're not going to question it. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, thanks. This is great." Like,
Nice.
this is a real tip from the class. Okay, number 2 was like I don't know, like how like different flavors work together and how you like construct a drink from like the ground up. That was pretty interesting. Like how much citrus to put in versus like liquors or liqueurs, and then like whatever other mixers that you want and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
balancing the ratios there. That was pretty good. Number 3, I don't know,
You
just
just,
like
like,
the
you don't think
technique
someone
of like
would think,
shaking. Like
Oh.
if, yeah, I feel like that's a big one because like when someone is like watching you make a drink, like it's not very interesting when you're just pouring the ingredients in,
Yeah.
but like your
Yeah.
technique,
Mhm.
like you can go for like a shake weight, or like you could go like on the side and shit like that. So I think that's number 3.
Would you think you ever
So-
like do bartending on the side if you're just bored?
Dude, I actually wanted to. I mean, part of this like class and it's not really like a school class. It's like
Mhm.
offered like somewhat tangentially to the school, but
Yeah.
you like join an agency. You take a test and like if you pass, you can like join an agency.
Oh,
And then you
Do
can actually
they
get
call it
sent
the
out
bar
to.
exam?
the bar.
Dude, that's such a missed opportunity. They actually did it.
Hey, we can take you.
That's so good. But yeah, I mean, if you like pass the thing, you can like join an agency and then they can like send you out for gigs and stuff. So doing that around New York would have been insane.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I finished the class on like March 10th, 2020
Oh,
or something like that.
Oh
Like,
shit.
it just kind of sucked.
cutting it close.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut it close there, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm sure if you did that in New York, you'd meet like hella interesting people.
Dude, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And not even if you did it at a bar, if you did it at like private events
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a
where
house
people are
party.
looking for, yeah.
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 Damn.
So, what's your favorite drink?
Favorite drink? It's a good question. I feel like, okay, so in the summer, I like transfusions, which are basically you chuck a bunch of fruit in, like raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and then you kind of like crush it all up. Put some vodka in, some grape juice, lemon. This is very involved.
Yeah.
And then you mix all that together, and then it's called a transfusion. But it's like super, like I don't know. I guess it's somewhat healthy, but there's a lot of vodka too, so maybe it's
That's
not.
healthy.
It's healthy enough, yeah. That's probably the best one. And then in the winter, I'd say a Negroni. Good old classic Negroni. Okay, so that's a gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. Some people say it tastes like cough syrup, which it does.
So, you like cough syrup?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just like Future.
Did he still rap
That
about that
weed.
stuff? Or
Oh,
like after the
100%.
apology? Oh, he does? So the
Oh.
apology is just bullshit? Oh, wait, what?
No. Bro, of course he would still rap about this stuff. That's how he got famous.
Yeah, but like, didn't he like, put in that whole apology? He's like, oh, I don't want to like talk, I don't want to preach this message anymore about like mixing all these things.
No, he just said that he never actually did it, I think.
Oh.
So you just rapped about it.
I guess I read the wrong.
Guys, it was just cap. It was just cap. Like,
I thought that's what it was. Maybe, I mean,
Whatever.
it's future, dude. Like, who the fuck cares?
Just car. He's the biggest future fan.
What a weird hill to die on, you know?
Dude, now I'm thinking it'd be fun to go to a bar and just ask, like, just say like a random word and see what drink they give you.
yeah.
I want the flower. Like, what the fuck you give me?
You play like Mad Libs. You could like just be like, oh, give me an adjective and like a noun, and then you just ask them for that kind of drink.
Yeah.
Should we try it?
Drink.
Yeah,
I'll just look up random nouns and adjectives.
I mean, we could just make one up.
No.
You know,
That's that makes too much sense,
Yeah.
Harsha's already got an adjective in his brain. Look at him.
bro. That's
Look at his
kind of fucked
face.
up just because he has a big head, dude.
Wait, so spill it, Arsha.
I don't have one.
You have no adjectives in your head.
You have a noun
No.
at least. Come on.
Yeah,
There we go.
LeBron.
What the fuck?
No, make a drink. Make an adjective.
Dirty LeBron.
Dirty LeBron.
Unvaccinated LeBron.
Wait, is he seriously unvaccinated?
No, he's vaccinated now. Apparently.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Fuck off. So the randomizer that I came up with was the brain splitting cigarette, which actually sounds like some dirty drink that you would
Brain-
get somewhere.
wait, what
Yeah.
did you say? What
Brain
drink?
splitting.
Brain splitting cigarette.
Oh my god. All right, man,
sounds
we're getting that drink on Saturday.
Gets some vodka, puts a cigarette in it, muddles it, and then throws it to Chad.
Sprinkle some like ashes on the top of it, you know, for garnish.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So speaking of drinks in New York City, any wild nights out? Any?
Whoa.
Does that be related
Yeah,
to
there-
you or stories that you have heard from your friends or whatever?
No, there's definitely been a lot. It's been a lot. I don't know what I want to like, how much I want to incriminate myself here, but
Oh, it don't have to be about
Yeah.
you.
That'd be so
Okay,
crazy if it
anyway.
was about you.
There we go. No, I mean there were definitely a lot that were not like New York specific. Like I had my fair share of just like college sort of
Yeah.
wild nights, and then there were a couple New York ones, but I could say one about a friend, right?
Mhm.
Wait, also, actually,
Oh,
before you
your
get into this,
friend.
can you? Before you get into this, can you talk about how you guys didn't you guys have like your latest parties on Wednesdays or was it?
Oh yeah.
What,
This was a
what
lot of
was
fun.
that?
So we had this concept called senior nights, and this is one of the best concepts in history. Okay, so senior nights are on Wednesdays, and basically like this one bar is like selected as like the senior bar for Wednesdays, and it's like a really nice. It's kind of like a clubby bar, so like people are like dancing and stuff, and it's like big enough that you could handle all of the seniors who want to go out on a Wednesday from Columbia. So it's like maybe, I don't know, 150 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So, so all of your closest senior friends are getting together on a Wednesday night without any of the underclassmen there. So we're all like kind of getting together. And this was something that we would, obviously as seniors, like you have a lower sort of class
Yeah.
load. So
Yeah.
you can like really send it on a Wednesday.
See.
So like we threw some parties on Wednesdays, a lot of pre-games and stuff. Yeah. And then you just go there and it was just like, I think technically seniors get like half price drinks or something, but it's still like New York City. So it's like
Yeah.
$10. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah. So we
the only
just get,
reason I'm asking is because like I think it was like in October or something. And It
Yeah.
was like a Monday, and then I got an invite from Millen to like, come up for a party on a Wednesday night in New York City.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, how
Dude,
the
it might
fuck
have
you
been
give me a
Halloween.
2 days notice to go to a Wednesday night party?
it might have been Halloween. Was Halloween on a Wednesday in 2019?
Might have
Anybody
been
know?
something like that, yeah. I was just like so confused.
Yeah, we definitely threw a banger on Halloween. That was a fun night.
I can get behind the whole like senior
Yeah.
only like going out thing. It's just the only problem I have is a Wednesday. I get why, but like holy
Yeah.
fuck in the middle of the week.
Yeah, it was a lot, but it also kind of led to like I had this 3-week stretch in like February
Mhm.
where I was like drinking a lot, like 21 nights in a row. Because here's the problem, right? So like your weekend starts on a Wednesday. So like senior night's Wednesday.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
It's great. And then Thursday through Saturday, you're obviously going out,
Right.
Because you have to.
Yeah, of course. No other choice.
And then this was during the time where on Sundays we were going to like this trivia night thing at a local bar, and so we would like have a couple drinks there, and then Monday was bartending class. So then this just leaves Tuesday, right? So if you made it 6 days,
Might as well do the 7th.
kind of just like, come on.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So I lasted about 3 weeks there, and it was just like too much.
That's insane. What time was your bartending class? Like, was it like late enough that you could almost treat it like a pregame?
It's
too?
the 8
Yeah, it was like 8 p.m. or so.
Oh, nice.
Oh my
Nice.
god,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 8 to 10 or something like that. Yeah.
That's perfect.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Just you don't have to. Did it cost a lot to go to the class?
Not that much actually. Like
Bro.
I feel like I've definitely gotten
Oh
the value.
Oh, that's such
Out of
a
that.
big brain move. Is instead of like having to go to pregame every week, you just I'm going to class. know?
That's true.
But then again, it's on a Tuesday night, bro.
Hey.
You're telling me your ass is gonna go out every
Hey.
Tuesday night?
It's Thursday through Monday weekend, bro. What do you mean?
Oh,
That's
God.
actually insane.
Is that the one class you didn't skip?
I never skipped out. I literally never skipped out. I was like early, 5 minutes in front row. I stayed after till like,
Do they have office hours?
I mean, they let you stay after to like practice
Oh yeah.
with like the teachers and stuff like that, so you can just keep going.
That's crazy.
How the fuck
Yeah.
did this professor sell this idea to the school and they said yes?
No,
bro?
but the thing is, it wasn't actually a legit, like, it wasn't like through the, so it actually wouldn't have been on my transcript, to ruin. Come on. It was like a separate sort of thing that was like, I don't know, run by other students and stuff.
I
like
see,
that.
I see.
I gotcha.
Yeah, check your sources next time, too.
Maybe I got a different Millen.
Very
Hey,
good.
you-
Yeah.
Well, you about to share a different story, though, by going out. I feel like I cut you off.
Oh, we don't have to.
No, please do.
No, do it.
Okay, yeah. So this one was the last night of sophomore year. So we were like all packing up and moving out the next day. So obviously we all finished like final exams and stuff. And so we started drinking around like 7 or so, and then we just keep going. It's like a pretty standard night.
Yeah.
We're like in someone's like place. We're going to a couple bars. We go to like a different party, stuff like that. Eventually we get back and we're playing Rage Cage in someone's place, and I get caged a couple times. And so this really puts me over the edge.
But can you explain
and so-
what Rage Cage is to the listeners?
Oh, it's
Sounds like some weird BDSM shit. So
Wait, there's another name. I've forgotten the name. We used to call it something else, actually.
Oh yeah,
Like
we all
before
call it
college.
something else. Yeah.
it's like a regional thing.
What was the name? It's the one where you bounce the balls into the
Isn't
cup
it a
and you
stack cup?
Yeah, stack cup. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Rage Cage. Okay. Yeah, same thing.
Nice.
So you're getting
so yeah.
targeted in
Anyway,
this game?
that puts me over the edge.
I see.
And then so I go back and I like pass out. And so then the next morning we're supposed to be on like a super tight schedule. I was like in this club at the time, and I was like kind of leading it, and I was supposed to like book flights for everybody in the club with like someone in the administration the next morning at like 8:30 a.m.
Oh no.
And then I was supposed to we were supposed to drive down from New York, and my mom had a meeting in Philly at like, I don't know, like 1 o'clock or something. So we were on like this like tight schedule, had to kind of make it work. But the next morning I wake up at like 10 a.m. to like banging on my door from like a security guard, like, get up. So this is like, I had totally slept through every alarm, and like I had like 30 missed calls, and I was like way late for this administration thing. So I have to like get up and like sprint to this like thing, book flights, and then come back, and come back to my place and pack everything up, and then get down to Philly. But it was like such a bad situation. I think everybody knew like what had happened.
Oh, I see.
Everybody was pissed, but it was just a bad sort of situation.
Hey, but any regrets though?
No regrets. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, we love to hear it.
I was really scared because he was saying like, "Oh, I used to be in this club," and I was like, "Oh, I don't like where this is going."
No, it all worked out.
Insane.
I'm surprised you woke up at 10 a.m. though.
Shut up, Harsha, bro. Like, we get it. I woke up at like on the weekend. My man would wake up earliest 1 o'clock, and that was only if football was on. If it wasn't football season, catch him at like
Dude,
2:30,
facts.
3 o'clock.
Facts. Dude, that's one of the worst things about living on the West Coast right now is football starts at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Or like on weekdays, like the games or every sporting,
Yeah.
every type of sport. Game starts like
True.
4 o'clock,
But
5
yeah,
o'clock.
tell me about it, man.
Yeah, Haram, what
Dude,
time
it
do you have to wake
sucks.
up to watch Liverpool?
No,
Yeah,
so
that's
far
even
it's
worse.
not that bad. 'Cause I mean, I've been getting up at like 7:30, so it's like
Oh my
And it-
god.
so like if they play like the 10 o'clock games on Saturday East Coast time, it's like 7 o'clock my time. But there is a game again coming up that they play at 4:30, and I definitely won't wake up for that.
You just gotta stay up.
No, I'm not staying up. I'll just wake up and DVR and like not check. I have to turn on like turn off notifications because my phone I get like Bleacher Report
Mhm.
updates, ESPN updates on the team, so I need to turn all that off.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, definitely don't play Rage Cage the night before, bro.
So I think what was what was on the line for Milan was a lot more than me missing a soccer game.
I don't know, man. You take those pretty seriously.
That is true. I do.
There would be times where Haram wouldn't go out because he wanted to wake up and watch soccer the next day in college.
Damn.
What are you gonna do,
Damn,
man?
damn, damn.
Wait, senior year,
Respect the grind.
I didn't. I
Okay,
had,
senior year we were all
handles
like
well.
degenerates, so like I feel like that's
Yeah. Yeah, put some respect on my name. But speaking of sports that are early in the day to watch,
Uh-huh.
Trin, you know where I'm going with this?
Absolutely not. You're on your own.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys have been listening to the podcast for a while, you would have known that me and Tarun have gone to F1 recently, like in the past couple of months. And the reason,
recently.
huh?
Recently.
Yeah, recently, yeah. And speaking of recently, we have a recent guy on here. But anyway, yeah, the Millen's the one that got me into F1 because of the documentary.
Am I really? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, no, what do you mean, am I really? So we went on a walk.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's true. I remember this.
We went like on a mini hike and like last
Dude, it was a
August.
walk. It was a walk.
Yeah, it was a walk.
I'm
It
pretty sure it was
a walk.
paved.
Yeah. And Kunal, who was on the podcast before, and Millen were like pretty much like down my throat just saying, "Wait, that was mad."
Why would you ever say that?
Hey, man.
No one is ever down your throat, bro.
Yeah, bro. We
What
get
the
it. You
fuck?
want to play Rage Cage. Okay, buddy.
Anyway, they were just pretty much like on my ass to
Oh, down your throat
Why
on
do
your
you-
ass.
Dude,
what
what
the
is
fuck are you
happening?
doing? What does F1 stand for, bro, for you?
they were pretty much telling me to watch F1 or get into it because of the documentary. So I watched the documentary, I loved it, and then got into the sport, and then I did the same thing to Tarun. Lucky guy.
You went down his throat.
On his ass.
I was about to rebuttal that. No, he did not come anywhere near me. He said, he just messaged
Oh,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
good
didn't come
Oh,
aim,
just
anywhere
good
around
aim.
you, yeah.
No. You can't say anything anymore.
But yeah, who is your favorite driver in F1? I feel like I don't actually know.
Dude, it's definitely Daniel Ricciardo.
Oh, okay.
I love that man. I love
Yeah,
that
you-
man.
Yo.
And so, yeah, the last race was like,
Huge.
was pretty big. It's pretty big.
Yo, Millen kind of looks like Daniel Ricciardo.
Dude, I've
He's
actually
curly
gotten
hair.
that a lot. I've gotten that a lot.
Dude,
you
you
just have
really
curly
do.
hair. You just have curly hair. That's it.
No. It's like the face shape and the smile, too.
Yeah.
You can tell, bro.
Also personality, driving skill,
Yeah, but you don't have the accent. If you had the accent,
I don't have the accent.
Put it over the edge.
Can
Yeah,
you do
Ricardo's-
your
Ricardo's like-
Australian accent.
He's a beast. No, I will respectfully decline that. Yeah, he's dope. He's he was having a pretty tough season, I think, before
Mhm,
this. And then he somehow like comes back from break. and wins
It
a
is
race.
nuts.
Like,
It is nuts that he
Doesn't make
actually
any
won a
sense.
race.
And,
Yeah.
and it was like a legit win too. It wasn't like one of those like rain sort of things where everybody crashes. This was like pretty legit.
I mean, wait, didn't...
Okay, they did.
I mean,
He was still in
people did
first,
crash,
like,
but yeah, he
before
was
that.
first when
Yeah,
it
that's
happened.
fair.
Like he did.
That's
Yeah.
fair, that's fair.
Do you guys like that format of like the sprint to determine, or like quals to go to the sprint to go to the final like race order?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I feel like it has potential, but it hasn't been good yet. And
Yeah.
especially if there's like a safety car, you ruin. That's like 4 laps gone.
Yeah.
That's like a quarter of the thing.
Yeah, the sprint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan of it either, to be honest.
But that being said, if you're going to a race, I feel like it would be dope to have 3 days of like actual stuff.
Are you saying that because you're going to a race soon?
I am going to a race.
Very convenient. How recently are you going to this race?
I am, I don't know, -1 months recently going to this race.
Are you going with a bunch of people or just? Like
Yeah, I think a lot of people that I know are going. I'm going with my my suite from college, like 5 of my closest friends. We all watched the Netflix and we all got into it. Yeah, it should be good. Actually, like my sister is going and all her friends, and my parents are actually going.
Oh, wait, your parents are into it too?
Yeah.
Oh my god, damn.
Dude, it's
how many
Netflix.
people did you put onto this documentary?
I have like a 99% success rate. It's actually like I should be paid for this.
Nobody,
It really is such
Miller
a
was the
good
only one who
No,
seen
no,
this
and
documentary.
it's also like second degree, right?
Yeah.
Like Haran put Tarun on. Like,
And I put my brother on. I mean, like me and my brother.
Holy
watch,
shit,
like
Millen's
Top
network
Gear,
goes
so we're like,
big, bro.
Yeah.
I think
Wait.
you're responsible for about 5,000 people.
Dude,
being
imagine
involved
like
in this
everyone pulled up to
documentary.
Austin and like they have an announcement like Millen's party report and like
dude, I'm
everyone
actually
just-
trying to like I'm actually trying to like throw a party or something. I don't know how, but I feel like I know enough people who are going that it could be fun
Yeah, that'd be
to
hype.
do something like that.
my brother was actually telling me that Drive to Survive, the documentary, like boosted F1 viewership by like some like 30% or something extremely significant.
Damn.
I'm trying to look
No,
at
I would
it.
imagine that, dude. Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, they're adding a Miami race too next year.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Bro, let's
I'm going, I'm
go.
going.
I'm
going to
literally
Miami.
gonna go every year for the rest of my life.
I'm going to
It's
Miami.
insane.
Wait, I wanted to go to Montreal though
anyone who-
instead. But
Yeah.
Miami,
God.
Miami would be
Los
pretty hype.
Dos. Let's go.
Wait, what time are you
Go to every
going to
single
Montreal?
one.
Montreal is June, but they canceled it this year
Yeah.
for the COVID.
Yeah.
And then I think
Montreal
Miami's gonna be May, so it might be a
Oh,
little back-to-back action.
that's actually crazy. Dude, I have this statistic here. Apparently, it says Formula One's TV audience in the United States has jumped since Drive to Survive was released. In 2018, there's 547,000 average viewers per race. You want to guess how many there are in 2021?
2 million.
3 million.
5 million.
Holy fuck! No, there's 928,000. But that's
Okay.
like that's like
That's almost 100%.
I was about to say because like,
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
like even like what like football like gets probably like 10 or 15. I don't know, actually like I feel like
Nah.
viewers rates are pretty low, right?
So it jumped like 100% in just the US alone. We
Yeah.
don't know what it did to.
Yeah, no, I already
Outside
knew. I mean, it's already a big like sport worldwide anyway.
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
yeah, that is nuts. That
I feel like it probably had the biggest impact in the US,
yeah.
Yeah.
but I don't know that.
Speaking of F1 races, I'm a little tired. Time for a pit stop. Here's the ad break. All right, we're back from the ad break, and my car had a lot of energy. We made it all the way to LA. Millen, you've been to LA. How do you like it there?
Honestly, incredible.
Oh my god.
Oh man, LA, what a place. What an interesting place. I think that was the single weirdest place I've ever been to, just because of how many teenagers I saw like making TikToks. Just like on the street, on the beach. Like they're just like recording TikToks, doing a little dance. Like, I don't know.
When did you move out to LA?
So I moved out in October
Mhm.
of 2020. And then I left LA in like May or June
Mhm.
of 2021. So I wasn't there that long. I was like 6-8 months. But yeah, I honestly did not have the best of time in LA because it was like very COVID. And I think when I was there, it was kind of like the center of COVID in the US.
Yeah.
And also just like LA, because of like what LA is, they just
Yeah.
closed everything.
Right.
And so like you couldn't even go to the gym. You like couldn't obviously go to
Mhm.
restaurants and shit like that. So it's just like, okay, what is there to do?
What can I
Like,
do?
I went
Yeah.
on my fair share of like hikes. I don't really know what else to do. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think towards the end of it was kind of growing on me. When stuff started to open up, it was
Mhm.
like there's like a lot of good food.
Yeah.
like nice bars and stuff. It is a little weird that everything is so spread out. So you have to kind of either drive everywhere or Uber everywhere, and it's like tough to get around. But I don't know if you can solve that problem. I think it's like a really good city, really nice place to be. Obviously, the weather is like amazing.
Yeah. I heard that's like a big issue with people who move out to either LA or New York. Like they either they really like fall in love with like the city life and like that kind of thing, or they're like, this isn't for me and I need to go somewhere else. Like I think like it's hard to know that without actually living there. Like you can go visit and you can get that vibe, but living there is like a completely different thing.
Yeah, it is. And I think that was like tough for me because I obviously spent like 4 years in New York, and then coming to LA was like, oh, like, you know, like I live like near Venice, and if someone lived like down in Orange County, like you just can't like hang out during the week because of like traffic.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like a crazy thing.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise you'll like spend 2 hours driving, and it's like it just doesn't work. So I don't know. I didn't like that aspect of it at all. I think SF is a nice kind of like middle ground between those two. I mean, I still don't like love it, but it is still a city, but you can like leave the city too. There's like nature stuff and stuff like that. And there's, you know, pretty good food and bars and stuff. So
Which is a dirtier place, SF or New York?
dude, by far SF. Well, I think they're both like equally dirty, maybe New York and SF, but it just doesn't rain in SF. So like I think the rain like literally washes the shit from the street. It just doesn't rain here. So like, you'll see the same like trash and like pile of shit on your walk to work every day for a month. Like it's just
so nasty.
It's like a landmark.
Take a ride at the big shit.
Imagine like Google Maps have it like on the walking routes for them. Like, beware of the big shit you're about to step on.
Walk straight until it smells like piss. Like,
damn.
You know, there's like speed traps when you're driving. There should be like walking traps. Like, oh, you're gonna step in like a 6-foot pile of shit.
Oh god.
Why is it so dirty? Does SF have like a very big homeless population?
Why do you think it's all homeless people, Turn?
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be homeless, but like I'm just
You're
saying.
just having a bad day at work, you just take a shit on the ground and you move on, bro.
I mean, I don't know like the answer here. If we're like talking about like structural issues.
Have you seen like one of these shits like hit the floor? Like have you witnessed anything? Or like, is it just, like,
It's called shit hitting the fan, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, have you witnessed it? Like,
No. I think I've been pretty lucky. I've never witnessed.
I think he doesn't go out of his way to
Yeah.
like that.
And I think if I started to see it, I probably would.
Yeah.
You know, turn around.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you may have the opportunity pretty soon. Maybe Saturday.
Ron sees someone taking a shit, just hands him a piece of toilet paper.
Hey man, we've all been there.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw some shit in the bathroom in SF once.
Well, at least it was in the
in the
bathroom.
It was in the hospital, but like, why don't you put it in the toilet if you're like almost there? he shat right next to the toilet in the hospital.
Maybe you just missed it, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. At least it was solid.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thanks for the description.
We've been talking about shit for a good amount of time here.
Yeah. Welcome to our podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard this question recently, which it didn't intrigue me, but I'm interested to see what you guys say. If you had to move your butthole to one other location on your body, where would you put it?
Can I put it on your body?
No, on your body. On your own body, you have to move it.
My thighs. Back of my thighs.
Both?
Which one?
Oh,
It multiplies.
Efficient shitter. Efficient.
I guess my left thigh.
Why left?
I don't know.
He's left-handed, you know. He's left dominant, you know.
Yeah, I like left thigh.
I just want to keep
I
it
like
as
it.
close to like the original spot.
And that's a good spot, Haran. I agree.
My left thigh is a good spot.
Yeah, for my butthole too.
Oh my! What does that even mean?
I'm thinking like that underside of like your knee, like where you're, you know, it's like
Yeah,
your
but how do you-
leg armpit, you know?
So
But how
are,
do you
are
aim that on a
toilets staying
toilet?
the same?
Yeah,
In this
I guess.
scenario?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a good question.
Well, I think if given the if humans evolved to move their buttholes, I think
Mhm.
toilets would change appropriately. But to
Mm.
start the evolution, we must move ours first.
This isn't
Like
like a
you say, like a
procedure.
documentary. Like the closing remarks of a documentary to move everyone's butt.
How inspiring! Like,
So in the comments of the video that I saw this in, someone posted that they'd like to have it on their palms so that they feel like Iron Man.
I was actually originally gonna say like on your in between your heel and your toes, like on the under.
Yeah, I was thinking
What's that part
too.
of
Like a
the
jetpack.
foot? Because that's kind of
Mm.
Like the palm of your feet.
the palm of your feet. What is that called?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I've never,
Is that just
I've
a
never
soul?
thought
The
about
arse
the
hole?
The arch, yeah, soul.
The soul. The soul. Yeah.
That's what.
Just soul.
Oh.
So then the toilet would just be on the ground, right?
But toilets.
I mean,
on the
that way
ground
you could
anyway.
just like
You can do foot.
No, I
you can
mean
do shoe
like on the
diapers.
ground, like in India.
Or sock diapers.
shoe diapers.
Sock diapers.
Harsha, are your toilets floating?
No, but I mean like the seat would have to be like close to the ground if it's on your foot. If your butt.
But why would you have to sit?
What are we talking about?
Like, what?
No, so basically,
Because it-
No,
So
wait,
it's
it can
higher
still
up.
be a chair, right?
yeah,
But then
like,
you just
Wait,
like
why would
stand.
wait, why would you even need like a chair?
Yeah,
you can stand.
if it's-
You need a hole in
are we
the
getting
ground.
so serious
You just-
about this? Do you get
So
serious?
this is philosophical. Shut the fuck up.
You just walk into the stall, right? And
Yeah.
like the hole, there would just be a hole in the floor.
Yeah, like in India.
Yeah, but yeah. Then you're standing, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you might not want to stand for that long.
Mm.
Yeah, but you only need to use like one
Wait,
leg,
that's-
so like you can just like lean. You know,
What if you miss?
we're not all like impaired.
In a
like you
hospital
are.
in SF, what if you miss?
Full circle.
Oh my god. Well, thank you for that wonderful question.
Hey, yo, can I just say it invoked some interesting conversation? Okay.
No, it was interesting.
Yeah. So
But back to the city discussion. Mel, how long do you think until you return to New York? And would you say?
It's tough question. At the very least, a year, but probably more like 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's pretty long.
yeah, it's pretty long. Who knows if I ever go back? I could eventually like it here. Maybe one day.
But just like we'll have like monthly like snippets from Million just saying like, hey, just you like SF yet?
No.
Just
No.
insert into the podcast.
Make a Twitter account. Like,
The day it rains,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm staying here forever.
honestly, I feel like it'll be like a car wash for the city. It has not rained since I've been here.
Oh my god.
In like, I think maybe once it's rained.
How long have you been there for again?
I've been there since like June.
Oh shit.
No, we're past that.
Yeah,
And I think we got
Reason, maybe?
wildfires coming up.
Maybe Haran's visit to you on Saturday will change your impression of the city. Like, it'll give you like a new perspective on everything, and you'll love everything about it.
Yeah, and
But I
Haran-
don't really know
yeah.
anything about this.
Haran will bring the
No,
wetness.
Haran will plan your
Ron's
day.
gonna
out.
pick the spots. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm picking the spots. Hell.
Yeah. We're gonna shit here, and here. All right, Haran, you've had another 4 days since we last talked to you about the West Coast. How's your adjustment been in that time period?
It's been spectacular.
I feel like that's a fabrication of your character.
No, it's been fun. Like, I actually really like biking. Or like, I mean, I've been biking like not like long distances. I don't think I'd be a big like long distance biker, but like these short distance bikes to like go to class and come back, or like go to other places around campus has been. It's just nice to have like that wind blowing while you're biking. It feels good.
Exhilarating.
Why are you laughing, Drew?
I actually don't know. I think it's just blowing.
A simple man.
But yeah, I mean, because I haven't really ridden a bike in like this like a continuous amount of time. Oh my god, a continuous amount of time since like I was probably like in 6th grade or something.
No, that's
So,
not very recent.
Yeah, it's not recent.
Mm.
How are the people and stuff like that?
People, that's a good question. I've yet to meet that many people.
I've yet to see
everyone,
a
I mean, like
soul.
everyone I've talked to here is like pretty friendly. Like they make like a very big effort to like, especially when you're playing sports. Like everyone like wants to know everyone's name. I feel like that wasn't like that at Tech, or it wasn't to this.
Are you
like,
balling?
level?
It
Little
depends.
pickup ball?
Yeah, I guess it depends, Christian. But yeah, pick up ball, pick up soccer. Like every time I join a game, like they're like, oh, like they introduce me to like everyone on the team. Cause like a lot of people like already know each other, so I guess I'm like the outsider coming in.
Mm.
But yeah, everyone's like surprised when I play. They're like, oh, you're a big man, and I'm like, yeah, like what else would I
Yeah,
do?
you are.
Yeah.
Have you introduced yourself to someone yet? And how did that go?
Like, wait, what do you mean?
Like
Like
you
someone
sat
introduced
next
themselves
someone
to
in
that.
class.
Wait, are you saying like someone introduced themselves to me and I'm just like, oh, okay, and just walk away?
No,
Very good, very good.
No. I'm saying like when you started the interaction, like you sat down next to somebody in class and you're like, "Hey, man, I'm Big Man Haran." You know?
Nah, I haven't done that yet. That's a good question. I haven't done that yet. I'm still like trying to find the
The
courage.
words.
I don't know the words. Yeah, the words, everything.
He
Yeah,
literally
well,
just did it for you.
Yeah.
I'm not good at like small talk, so
It's not even
Ma-
small
make
talk.
it
it's
big
just
talk,
like,
then.
Hi, my name is.
Facts.
Yeah.
yeah. I guess like yeah. I mean, I'll get back into it. I mean, like we're gonna have like discussion sessions where it'll be like small group of people, and I think once it's like that, I think I'll be more inclined to like introduce myself to everyone.
Just imagine Rod's like just sitting in the corner and then they start the discussion and he just like pulls he's like, here's what I think about this.
Like, who the fuck is this guy?
It's like, where did he come from?
Hopefully, by next podcast, I have done what Trun suggested. So,
And
No, by
talk
the end of
to
this
somebody.
huh?
By the end of this week, I challenge you to
Mm.
Challenge
sit next to
me.
someone. Yes, I challenge you to sit next to somebody that you don't know
Mm.
and introduce yourself by Friday. I
Yeah.
expect results.
We'll know if you did it or not if that person follows our podcast account on Instagram.
Wait, does that mean-
Yeah.
You have to wear like
Wait,
dude,
dude,
I will overnight you a t-shirt with our Instagram handle on it.
just word around.
Yeah.
I'll just then
Dude,
I can just bike around and everyone will look
Yeah.
at me.
Dude, free promo, bro. Man,
Dude, that's such a good like thing to like, cause you know it's hard to like talk about stuff. when
yeah,
you
that could
first
be
meet
like your
somebody.
icebreaker thing.
Yeah. So you could be like, my friends are making me try to branch out and meet new people, and they want proof. And to
They
prove it,
want
you have to follow our
proof.
podcast. You have to follow
Sounding
our
it's sounding like I'm
podcast.
setting up for a scheme.
We'll fall back.
Yeah, dude. My friends are making me make friends. Like that just sounds like a very I wouldn't believe it if somebody said it to me.
I'll put a spin on it. We'll make it work.
Mm.
Yeah. You could be like, I'm a dirty loser.
Oh my god.
No
I mean,
friends.
to be fair, the first person I talked to when playing ball, I told the boys this already, but like he DM'd me afterwards, like asking like, oh, I saw like on your Instagram bio like you're in a podcast. What's that about? So already getting exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you respond to him?
Yeah, I said like we just talk about
Oh,
like.
thank God.
I mean, like I didn't really have like a definitive thing of like what we talk about. So I just
Fair.
said like. I just said we talk about like sports, pop culture, like life updates, and then we.
Yeah, did he read the fucking description? Come on, man. It's not that hard.
Oh, that'd be so funny if you just pasted the description on Spotify and then Harsha, Haran, Tarun, and Christian, for better or worse, decided to hit record on their
like automated response. But
That's
yeah,
good.
I guess the one thing I haven't mentioned on the podcast yet, or maybe I don't know if I did,
I don't know.
but I played pickup soccer the other
Mhm.
day, and so when I played basketball, like this guy that I met, he told me like he's setting up like trying to set up a church around here, so like he's trying to like find people to help like join his church. So then, like after our conversation, I thought like, oh, like is he only talking to me because like he was trying to like get me to join
He's
his
trying to
church?
convert you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, he was very nice. Like, I mean, like, no problem.
they always
But then
are.
anyway, when I played pickup soccer like the next day or so, after I was like, oh, like hey, like how do you guys like coordinate games? Like I'll be like love to join like a chat, and they're like, oh, we're actually all part of like a Christian fraternity here. And then I was just
There we
like,
go.
I was like, what the fuck is going on in Timmy? I mean, they were very nice too, and they were like, oh, but if you just want to know about like our like pickup updates, you can just like join our Slack. So then I joined their Slack, and like on their Slack there was like 8 channels were about like
Bible study.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Like,
Was one of them
bunch
like
things.
psalms or whatever?
Like, yeah, there's like one where they like put like quotes, and like the other one where one of them is just like it's just like I see you chat, where like they just tag someone they see in public, which is kind of creepy, I guess.
Wait, I hate that. Wow.
Wait, so
Haran spotted at 4:30.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
At these coordinates, like.
jeez.
Yeah. So I mean, I muted all those channels, but I have the channel like the main one where like they might announce stuff. But
Nice.
so yeah, that was interesting. I told my mom this, and she was like genuinely concerned that I'm like not gonna be Hindu by the end of this year. But yeah.
You've dealt with colonization before. You're fine.
Milan, how have you made new friends in new cities since you've been moving a lot?
That's a good question. I feel like there's no like formula, but basically what's happened is like I've had a couple friends here who like have other friends.
Yeah.
Like meet people like
See,
through
that's usually
kind
how
of
it
like
goes.
bridges.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Too bad
I feel like it is
no
weird
work.
as an adult though, right? Like you
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
you don't have like you have like work, I guess, but like you don't have school where you normally meet a bunch of people.
Right.
Hair rub in my face.
Like the perfect place, like, you don't have that, you know. Like,
Imagine
everyone's
being in
your
a perfect
age.
place to make friends.
Yeah.
Make friends. Oh god. I think it's also like I don't know if I told this on the podcast yet before too, but this is like the first time I'm going to a school or like somewhere that where I don't know anyone coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like a summer camp, I knew someone going in. You know what I mean? Like this is the first time like I'm like truly going in with like knowing no one really. So
Okay.
I'm like I don't know. I'm just like I'm adjusting to that. I guess it's taking me time, but you know, got to get out of my comfort zone eventually.
If I did it, you can do it. So shut the fuck up.
Well, it's unnecessary, but okay.
There we go. That's all we needed.
Yeah, but imagine when you balled,
Yeah.
like everyone was like a master
I'd-
student instead of like your age. Would you have been fine with that?
I mean, we've all with grad students before, but
Yeah, but like you know what I mean?
yeah, but also, all right, this is a little different. But like, when we balled the first time, like I was the only white person, like on either team, so I didn't have to deal with like the age difference, but I had to deal with like other differences.
I see.
You know, so you do have to make like some sort of sacrifice in your like comfort, you know, one way or the other. So you'll be fine,
Yeah.
bitch.
Could you actually give me actual advice, which is advocating that?
Bro, realistically, all you have to do is make one friend,
Yeah,
and then get that one friend to get you into.
Yeah, but you gotta make
like,
that
some
one
sort
friend
of
right.
social-
better
What if
be
you
a
make-
good
what if you make a
one.
really bad
Yeah.
one first
Yeah,
friend?
No,
be
no, no.
careful, Haran.
That's true.
No, because what I was saying is like you make that one friend, right, and then you find like befriend his friends, and if they're better than the original, then
Right.
you just
kick him
reach
out.
off of them.
Is that how you felt about
Yeah.
Harsha after freshman year?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Like you knew Harsha going in, then you met like all of us, and then like
But I was still friends with Harsha because he's so
Oh.
awesome.
that's not what you said to me over text last year.
What did I say?
Whoa.
Oh, we can't talk about it right now. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Turun's still the best man ever.
Wait, speaking of best man, Harsha, I heard you're checking out wedding venues coming up, bro. What's up with that?
Yeah. You going to Staples Center or what's up?
Staples Center.
Yeah, I have to request prices for these places and figure out the best place to have my wedding, which is kind of crazy to say out loud.
Yeah, if it makes you feel better, it's kind of crazy to hear it too.
Yeah. But
Sounds super
I don't know.
stoked.
I'm excited to get this process started, so then it feels more real and like attainable because it still feels so far away and just feels like a lot of things that need to get done. And I just want it to be there already instead of have to go through all this crap.
Were you about to say, I just want to get it over with? Is that what you were about to say?
No, I don't want to get it over with. I want to get to that day.
Okay. I definitely thought you said, I just want to get this over with.
You guys already made like a list of things you have to like get done in the near future, or
Yeah, like kind of. The first thing is definitely getting the venue.
Mhm.
and then figuring out when exactly
Hmm.
to have it, and then I'll go from there.
Damn.
Milan's out here like, damn, on a daily basis, all I think about is dodging this shit on the floor. I'm just out here playing a fucking game.
Honestly, it's like 2% of my day, which is still a lot.
That's so much.
That's a lot.
You
That's
think
a
about
lot of
that?
shit.
That's so much. Like, to have to think about that every day. That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Wait, do you walk to work?
Like I take the train, but I have to like walk to and from.
Yeah, okay, got you. What?
Nothing. I'm just thinking about the situation.
The shit situation.
Or a hardship.
Yeah.
It all comes back.
You both of them.
Speaking of shit on the floor, Drake released an album recently.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I won't lie, I've actually been listening to it more than Kanye's album. Even though they're both not that good.
I think Drake
yeah.
is. I think Drake's is like.
Drake's is
substantially
easier
better.
to listen to.
How
Easy to
many
listen.
times have you guys listened through it?
The album itself.
Yeah. 0. Nice turn.
After listening, I guess I only listened through it once, and then like I just listened to the ones that I liked, which were like, I mean, not that. I mean, it's
Okay.
still a good amount.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I probably like front to back like 3 times. It's so average. Like he's been so average for like 4 or 5 years. Like the level
It
of
hurts, man. It hurts.
he's consistent. Like there's no
Dude,
like
artist of the
really
decade,
low.
okay?
There's no
He is
like
artist
really
of the
low
decade.
lows, but like
It's just a fact.
it's just like the highs are few and far between nowadays.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
Okay, here's what I think has happened, right? Which I think over the past 10 years, he's done so much and expanded into so many different genres
Yeah.
that he has like all these people who like kind of like him.
Mm-hmm.
And then anytime he puts something out that's like one of those categories,
Yeah.
90% of people are like, what is this? Like, this is not what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
That's
understand.
Like when he
that.
goes and does his like Caribbean, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Like
Bumbleclot
stuff,
vibes.
that's like for
yeah.
10% of the people.
Yeah.
When he does his
I don't think you
future
can say
thing, like
Bumbleclot
that's
vibes.
just for Parkwire. Like,
You can't diminish a whole fucking genre of music to fucking
Bumbleclot to
vibes.
Bumbleclot.
So disrespectful.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's just like there were like 2 or 3 times on the album where I was like, I feel like I've heard this song before, like on a different Drake album.
yeah.
So
I think he
Like-
just put out too much music at this point.
I actually don't think so though. That's the thing. It's like I don't know. Like the last great Drake project to me was like the one with Future. Like that was the
You
last
don't-
great one.
You didn't like Views?
Views was too long. Views had a lot of songs. I can tell you that More Life was probably the worst Drake album I've ever heard.
Yeah, More Life was not great.
Um,
I didn't like Scorpion that much, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I didn't like Scorpion.
I think
was
Scorpion
long,
had
too.
good bangers, but yeah,
Yeah, Scorpion also was very long.
Exactly.
Yeah,
See, this is the thing though. Like, he has like all these different. He's got like a bangers album
actually no.
Yeah.
with like shit
Did-
ones in between, and then like,
Did if you're reading this come after the Future album, or was that before?
no, I think it was before.
That was
Okay.
2015 summer.
Okay,
And
that's-
then I think Future was 2016. No.
Okay,
Sorry, no.
yeah, I think you're right.
Something like that. Yeah, and then 2015
So
fall was.
that's my favorite Drake
Oh.
album, and I don't think that will ever change because like the consistency on that album was really high, and it was only like I think 12 songs. Like there's probably only 1 or 2 songs on that album that I would skip.
That's really good though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
like that's for somebody who's supposed to be like the greatest rapper or greatest whatever.
The disdain in
What
your
do you
face.
mean
He's definitely
supposed
not
to
the
be?
greatest. Like, I love him, but he's definitely not the greatest like rapper.
Yeah,
Like,
or like
you
artist.
can't put him in any one. Okay,
Or whatever.
Well, I wouldn't even see he's like the greatest artist. Like, but
I mean like currently, like he's
He's
definitely
just-
the most
he's great.
successful right now.
He's just great.
He's just great.
It's great. It's great.
Okay, wait, okay, Millen. In that case, who's the
Yeah.
greatest rapper in the past decade?
greatest rapper. So rapper alone. See, that's tough. I would say maybe I like J. Cole more as a rapper
Yeah,
only.
that's fair. I feel
But
like J.
as a
Cole hasn't put
broader
out enough.
artist,
I think J.
like,
Cole hasn't
yeah.
put out enough music in the last
Yeah.
10 years.
I don't know.
I mean,
man.
he
He's
has-
probably
he
put out,
has-
like 4 or 5 albums.
He just dropped an album, or not just.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't count that one.
What?
Okay.
It's not the past decade. Isn't it 2011 to 2020? Isn't that the decade?
Oh, well, when you
Oh,
say this
okay.
past
You're
decade,
making it. Yeah. But,
No, I mean like that's what you give the award for.
Okay.
You don't give the award for like 2005 to 2015. Like you do it from like.
okay,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
man.
you're just. It's a bunch of semantics, bro.
yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
that deep.
Drake did align very well within that, like
Yeah.
2011 to 2020.
yeah,
So that was pretty
Yeah.
good for him, I think.
yeah.
Follow up question: who's the greatest artist of all time, or not all time? Sorry, of this decade, past decade.
Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Right?
Dude, it might have to be Olivia Rodrigo, dude. Wait,
Gosh, shut the fuck up.
You're a big TikTok.
Wait, are you
guy.
actually a Olivia Rodrigo fan, or you just?
yeah, I am not ashamed to admit it. I'm a big fan
She's not bad.
That's
of Sour. Sour's a phenomenal album.
I haven't actually listened to the album yet. People always tell me to listen.
You
I
should
didn't know
you
the
should.
name.
Do you
I
do you,
just
you guys do you know like just driver's lessons or
That one and whatever. She had like two
Good
more
for you.
videos. Yeah, no, there's one more. There's one more too, right?
there's like Deja Vu, there's Brutal.
Yeah, Deja Vu. I think out of the three that went popular, I like Deja Vu
Mhm.
somewhat. That was listenable.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Good for you.
They're
It
all
was
good.
just fucking holy shit.
Oh my god, dude, yeah. Fuck.
I thought I was just listening to Paramore.
Yeah.
I literally said Paramore.
She gave them writing credits.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Did you
literally
see that?
the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, dude, what's your answer for the greatest artist of the last decade?
dude. I feel like I'm not musically cultured enough to actually answer that question, because I would almost say that I wasn't really that deeply even into music until like when was 8th grade, Harsha? What year was that?
2011, 2012, which is the start of the decade,
Oh.
which is like the sort of the answer.
Oh, maybe hard to just completely destroy you with that answer.
Dude, 8th grade is 10 years ago? Oh my lord. I don't know. Basically, it might be later than that even, but I feel like for the most part, I just listened to what my brother listened to
Mhm.
until like 8th grade, freshman year of high school. Before I started leaning into like what like Harsha and our other mutual friends would listen to, which is like more like rap, hip hop, that type of style.
Mm.
So I don't know. I just feel like I haven't had. I don't know. I feel like I
when
can't
did
make
you
a good
start
opinion
generating
on
your
it.
own taste?
I don't know.
Have you?
Do you have your own taste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know. I definitely do. Like, I don't know what my taste is though. I don't know what my taste is. I feel like it's pretty eclectic.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Big Jerry
big
word
poetry
guy.
guy.
yeah. Poetry. They just pull out a fucking haiku.
Who's the greatest
That's my
poet
that's
of
my
this
favorite
past
music.
decade?
I mean, greatest
yeah,
artist
I-
is a very tough question. To
Yeah.
be honest.
It's
Yeah.
like most successful, or like who was your favorite? Like it's hard to like
Yeah,
quantify.
exactly.
You know.
But even like objectively, I don't know if I could answer that question.
Yeah, I mean, you
Like, 'cause
probably
there's
have to
just
say
so
Drake.
many-
Like between like how commercially successful he was,
Mhm. Yeah.
like you can't really deny that.
Yeah.
Um,
And you got the Raptors ring. That counts.
No, I mean, yeah. I guess that I think Drake is because he's been prevalent since then. Like,
yeah,
no artist has been. I feel like no artist has been as prevalent for as long of a
Mhm.
duration as him.
Yeah.
You know.
That is a good take. I'm like thinking even outside of rap, I can't even like, and
Yeah,
I think
I was trying to
I have
think
a
of-
pretty broad range of music, and
Yeah.
I can't think of like an artist or a band.
It
that,
might
like-
be Taylor Swift. Like, who's
Yeah.
number two?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
I mean-
successful. Yeah,
no, it
probably.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually could be.
I'm trying to think of other like Ariana Grande. Like
Nah, no.
But she,
She's
like, she-
yeah, but I
comes to,
think
like-
Taylor Swift is still above that.
I feel like Ariana Grande
Yeah.
didn't really like come.
or
into,
Justin
like, her-
Bieber.
Oh.
Like you
Yeah,
got
Ooh, Bieber.
like that
Bieber's
kind of
good.
like level of like super popular, also like put out like a decent amount of music, you know?
yeah.
But I would say even if he was prevalent, his music wasn't on par with Drake's. Like, or even Taylor Swift. I feel like he put out a lot of shit, put out a lot of bullshit crap.
Yeah. I mean I can't really judge like the other people that I listed. So like I don't know, those are just names I was trying to think of that are
Hmm.
in the conversation, if you will.
Yeah. It's a tough question.
You've been around, Ron. What would you say?
You've been around the block.
No, I've been around. I don't like how you said that. Wait,
So
passed
you know what
around
he meant.
here?
No. I'm saying because the kids at
You're
the
a big guy.
basketball court been calling you uncle.
No, they don't call me uncle. Don't
Yeah, they call him daddy.
Oh, okay. But are you saying like what's my take?
Yeah, or what's your answer? if
I
I was to
don't.
pose
That's what I'm
that
saying. Like I don't think I have an answer outside of like a mainstream artist. Cause I'm trying to think of like low key artists.
They
And
kind
like,
of have to be mainstream artists at that, like, for an entire decade.
yeah, but I guess like,
like-
well, the way I'd view it would be like greatest artist as in like, I guess personally for me it would be like my. Like I liked all I like the majority of the stuff they put out,
Mm.
and like I'm just thinking like the artists that like I know that aren't like that mainstream. I can't think of like that many artists that put out like that much music, and I like was a fan of all their projects. Like, there's always at least like one album where I didn't vibe with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also harder
Uh,
for like non-mainstream artists to put out music. Like 10 years is a long time, but like for I want to say underground or indie like artists to put out like 3 solid albums or projects in a 10-year span is a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's true.
yeah.
I guess I don't value.
All right,
it.
here's a question for who do you think is the greatest artist for the next decade? So it's like 2021 to
Ooh,
2030.
um,
Do we even know them yet?
We probably do because if we are going with Drake, like Drake was like big in 2010. Like he wasn't as big as he is now, but he was big. Right? So he was like on the way up.
Wait, Take Care was like 2011, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but he still had all those like features
Yeah,
on
I know
Lil
what you
Wayne
mean. Like,
and
yeah,
like
he
you
best
know.
ever had. He had all that album, and then
he was still like a little popular because of Degrassi too. Like that didn't like play a huge role in it, but like people I guess knew his face and whatever.
I'm trying to think of like the young rappers right now.
yeah, who's
Jack
like, really
Harlow?
popping right now?
Jack Harlow, yeah, that's a good shout.
I think he's gonna fall off at some point.
He
'cause,
might fade though.
like he'll be
Lil
like
Nas
he'll be like a celebrity. Yeah.
Yeah, Lil
Yeah.
Nas is a good shout.
Could be celebrity, yeah.
How about Baby
Oh,
Keem?
you know that's.
Honestly though, nah.
I actually really could back Lil Nas. I think
Yeah.
even just like he just put out like Montero, right, the album or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been hearing like a lot of good stuff. I haven't listened to it, but I've been hearing a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff about
he
it.
already
You
has.
should
like, a
watch the
big-
music video for Industry Baby.
Oh, I've seen
I
that
heard
one.
about
Yeah.
it. I heard
It's a
about
music
it.
video.
Shit crazy.
It is a music
That is
video.
a very interesting music video.
Well, like it is like especially coming after like the biggest song of all time, for him to like not actually like fall off from that is
Yeah.
like actually insane. You know?
Yeah. I think he also like first of all, he's like 2 years younger than us, which is scary. And
Are you
then-
serious?
Wow. Yeah, I think he's 21 or maybe he just turned 22 or something. But yeah, so he also has like he has the appeal of like the people who like were our age, like in like when we were in 8th grade in like 2010 or whatever. So like he has like that crowd. Yeah, I think that's a good shout.
Like he already had like a very big backing coming
Yeah.
into like this conversation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I also think he's different enough.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
He's like breaking. Well, he's not. I don't know if he's breaking barriers, but he's definitely like
He's definitely like changing the
advancing
game.
a conversation.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, for sure.
Did you see that thing like Boosie said that he doesn't fuck with Lil Nas because he's gay?
Yeah.
I did not see that. Wait, who said that?
This guy named Boosie. I don't know. I don't really know. He's like I think
I
he's
don't
an
know
old
that.
age rapper
Mm.
person, or maybe like a DJ Academics type of vibe.
Mm.
But then I think I saw a tweet from T-Pain that was like addressing that, and he's like, "Bro, just because this man's a sucking dick doesn't mean you have to," or something like that. It's something to that effect. I was like,
What a
shout out
goat.
T-Pain.
Yeah, Boosie's an idiot. He's just an idiot.
Oh shit, who do you think?
Yeah.
For like greatest artist, or like because we're talking about commercial stuff too, I think Lil Nas X is a good. But I think for greatest rapper, I think Lil Baby.
I don't know.
I think it could have been Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I really like Pop Smoke.
I think if Lil Baby just actually, yeah, if Lil Baby like, literally just only had features for the next decade, I think he'd be there. Like Lil Baby up there fucking just kills it every time.
I mean, that's hard. Like, he actually has like the talent, like Lil Baby, like his albums aren't that bad. He's just a lot better when he's in like a short spurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Quavo.
No, Quavo's albums are bad.
Mills bumping, keep that shit on the way to work. Keep that shit over there.
Can you tell us how that song goes for the listeners that don't know?
Turn, drop a beat.
Drop a beat.
Now that you said that, I won't be able to without laughing. Just sing it. Just acapella that bitch.
Or just read out the lyrics in a monotone voice.
Oh yeah, that's better.
The thing is, Amigos
He
could have
uses a
had
lot
like
of words.
yeah, Amigos could have had like a lot of like 2010 if they put out better music. Like
If they were just better,
yeah,
yeah.
like if they put out like more consistent music, like if they're speaking of like long albums, bro, like after Culture 1, Culture 2, and Culture 3 were just so fucking long and unnecessary that if they
They're just
released
gonna
5
capitalize.
albums with the same amount of same total amount of songs, but like split up over 5 albums, would have been so much better. But they just
If they just made Culture 2 and Culture 3 just like remix Culture 1, like straight up just like the same song, but just like differently a little bit, I would have been okay with that.
Would you say they have fell off at this point? I feel like I never see like even like news about them. Like they're not doing anything.
I think as a
It's like-
group, they probably fell off. I think individually,
Yeah.
I think they're still thereabouts.
yeah.
I would say.
Offset's too busy having more kids. Quavo's just like talking about like fucking Trey Young or some shit.
Like I would, if I still see like
Yeah.
a Takeoff or an Offset like feature on a song, I'd be lit. Like
Yeah.
before I even hear it. 'Cause I
Oh,
like
here's a crazy take for like next 10 years. 21 Savage.
like a great take.
Mhm.
That's a fantastic take. But I think I think he's already getting up there.
Oh,
Not
man.
yet, but,
what if he pulls out another like, oh, he's not from Britain, he's from fucking Uganda.
How she got the lyrics?
Yeah, I'm gonna read the first.
Stanza.
Don't call it
Yes,
that.
it sounds like a poem though.
I knew you were gonna say that. Don't say that.
All right, I'm gonna read it all the way through. Just the first one. Right. Keep that shit. Wait, someone do the ad libs.
But I need to pull it up.
What are
I
they?
can pull
You
it up.
can guess what the ad libs are.
Yeah.
Mama.
Mama.
All right.
We should do like a dramatic reading of the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
All right.
All right, Turn, you have the ad libs. Ready?
Yes.
Keep that shit.
Keep that shit.
Keep that shit over there.
Oh.
Hey, keep that shit.
Keep that shit.
Keep that shit over there. Hey. Hey, keep that shit.
No.
Keep that shit over there.
Woof. I mean, woo.
Keep that shit.
Keep that shit.
Keep that shit over there.
Woo.
Dude, how many times did
Hey,
you
keep that
now?
shit.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Keep that shit over there.
keep it.
Hey,
Dude,
keep
what do you
that
That's the best
shit.
one.
What do you say?
He said keep it.
Oh, keep
Hey,
That's
keep
so
that
good.
shit.
Oh my god.
No.
Keep that shit over there. Hey, keep that shit.
I feel like
Keep
I'm
that
stuck in a
shit.
time loop.
Keep that keep that shit over there.
Woo.
Keep that shit.
Keep it.
Keep that shit over there.
Hey.
Hey, keep that.
Keep
That's all. Fuck. So many times.
I'll believe you. That was the full song right there.
Yeah.
It practically is.
Yeah.
It's like 75% of it.
A great wordsmith. Harsha,
So
thank
yeah,
you.
he
One
fell
said-
off.
keep that shit over.
Thanks for that beautiful rendition.
Yeah, maybe we should add
Is
to
there like a genius like explanation of each lyric? Like
What is the shit they're talking about? Let's find out.
He's like, oh, it's actually on the San Francisco streets. I got information for this.
I was standing on the other side of the street and I was like, hey, yo, keep that shit over there.
keep
Hey.
it.
We should add that, and then people are like, wow, that actually makes a lot
Wow.
of sense.
Yeah.
I'm from San Francisco.
Oh, checks
Wow. Well, after, that beautiful artistry from Harsha, I think there's no better way to cap out this episode. But yeah, we'd like to thank Millen for coming on. Is there anything you'd like to say before you peace out?
No, that was great. That was fun, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming through.
You don't want to say anything anymore. You want to get the hell out of here.
I'll do a PSA for Millen. If you live on San Francisco, stop shitting in the street, boys and girls.
Thank you.
Wait, you see live on San Francisco?
Yes.
Live in.
Oh,
He definitely said on.
But that's okay.
If you
On or in.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I meant to say live on the streets of San
Yeah.
Francisco, but homeless people won't be listening to this podcast. So.
Hey man, we need to reach a new audience, I think. Yeah, but instead of reaching new audiences, we're going to appreciate the audience we have here, which includes you if you're listening. So head over to our Instagram at An Interesting Discussion, drop a comment, a couple likes, follows, and everything. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And next week, we're going to have just the four of us, and it's going to be a really special, fun time. But thanks again
what
for...
are we doing?
Hey, you'll see.
Wait, are we going to record?
Oh, we'll record it all right. But thanks again, Millen, for coming on. And thanks to everybody for listening to this episode. And we'll catch you guys next week. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.